It's Mock Draft Monday live in the Birdhouse. Welcome back to the Birdhouse Dynasty Show and our first sleeper edition of our 2025 rookie mock draft. They're now uploaded onto Sleeper so we can get this off season of mock drafts fired up. The link, just click on the link. It's over in the chat room. You can now join the sleeper mock draft I have set up for us. It's going to be a 12-team Superflex tight end premium mock draft, linear draft, just like our rookie drafts are for them coming up this May, right after the NFL draft. Most of our drafts, at least, or our leagues, that's when we do our rookie drafts, of course, all in May. So hop on in, claim your spot. We'll let you get settled in and see who's all joined. Then we'll get this one fired up for you. But it was a rough championship Sunday. Neither team that I wanted to win won. But it is what it is. I'm not going to sit and complain about the officiating or blah, blah, blah. I mean, Buffalo's, I love Josh Allen, but who wants to see them go and lose a fifth Super Bowl, right? We'll talk more on the Super Bowl with Matt English coming up this Wednesday morning. We'll drop a show with Matt. We'll get into some trade targets with him as well. But right now, we're doing a mock draft. We're probably going to do a mock draft with Matt as well on Wednesday. So looking forward to that. But for now, let's check out the draft room here. Yes, we're just waiting for everybody to drop in. Otherwise, I'll just fire it up myself. Right. Let's see here. Bring up the mock draft for you all to see. There we go. There is the draft room. So hop on in, claim your draft positions. Oh, and let's go. Let's go get it. And let's see if I can get a couple people in now. So I don't have to do this by myself, right? Oh, man. So, I threw out for those of you who have been following the mock drafts around on other pods, I posed an interesting question over on Twitter tonight. Let me see what I've got, if anybody's answered. But the question was, do you believe that your league should implement the an IDP scoring for? Should your league implement IDP scoring for your scoring because he wants the link here. I'll show you the link. Here's the link. There we go, guys. All right. The link is in the chat as well for you to join. I realize this is the first one I'm doing on the show, so I'll drop the link again here. Click on this. Oh boy. It's always fun being the first to drop these. There we go. Okay. Did you get in? No, I don't see him yet. It's not showing on the league message board. Hopefully they got that worked. Don't see it now though. That's weird. Maybe I'll have to post it on my phone here. Sorry out there. This is first night running this live, so let's do it here. Okay. Do it here. Bear with me. Let's get this rolling. Okay. There we go. CD. All right, he got in. Okay, there's CD Valscu. All right. There's Carlos. All right. Glad to have you aboard. All right. So we got somebody in here. Let's see if anybody else hops in. We'll give you a few minutes out there. So, Carlos, you do any mock drafts yet this year? Sleepers only had it up for, 3 or 4 days now. I think they dropped it last Wednesday or Thursday. So before that, we had been using Pro Football Network's version of the mock draft. And, with that, I had to draft for all 32 teams. So I only did first week I did 3 rounds. It took forever. And then last week I just did 2 rounds, but it gave a good perspective of all of the positions at least. So I got an idea. D tackle is a pretty loaded position this year, at least for the first 60 picks or so. There's a good amount of D tackles in this draft. But in Fantasyland here, we're all interested in the running backs. Of course, this class is loaded. All right, Brandon, I'll get you the link here. 1 second. Let's get this going here. Where is it? Here we go. Copy the link. Here we go. There we go. Brandon is in. He claimed the 101. And let me drop it in some of my other leagues here. Now, anybody on the show, you can, by all means, just drop in. And you can click on it in the chat room, too. It's in there. But I don't know, maybe that's not working, clicking on it that way. Let me see a couple other leagues here. There we go. All right. All good, Carlos. Just glad to have you in here. So we've got the 101 claimed, 104 claimed. I'm going to let everybody else claim their spots, and then I'll pick a position. I'd like to try to at least get 5 or 6 in here. So, I don't want the computer making all of these selections. I'm just going to make sure that I can manually make some picks. If let me just check the settings here. How this works if I there. Go. Okay. It'll be interesting to see at least what it has me do with the if I can just manually enter picks or not. But anyway, for now, this is where we're at. Let me get that down. Okay. All right, we'll give it a few more minutes. Otherwise, we'll get you going here, Carlos and Brandon. You're at least aboard, so you're interested. We'll get you out of here. Hey, if we get this done, we might be able to do a second one. Who knows? All right. So we got a couple in here. Anybody else having trouble with the link? Here's the link in the chat. I'll post it again. There it is. Click on that. And actually, that's not the sleeper one. That is the show. Let's see here. Let me grab the link again. Here we go. We're going to do, all right, Cerberus. We're doing 12-team Superflex tight end premium. All right. Any other questions on the format? We're keeping it simple. We'll just say, I don't know, half-point tight end premium. So just to keep it simple for now. But, yeah, go ahead and claim your spot there, Cerberus. All right. Let's see who else we got in here. We got 5 eyeballs in here right now. Let's hopefully everybody can grab a spot. Just click on that sleeper link over in the chat, down in the chat there, if you can see it. Click on that and claim your spots so we can get this draft rolling here. Brandon, who are you thinking there at the 101? Now, just be forewarned that I have my rankings up on my Patreon, the rookie rankings. Now you can check those out. You just need to subscribe to get those rankings, or you can check my Twitter posts. I have my rankings I posted on X today as I updated them this morning. But yeah, make sure that you hit the like and subscribe so you get all of my updated videos when I post them. It's not letting you join. That's interesting. Weird. Well, that's a little frustrating. I don't know why it wouldn't let you join. I mean, as long as you have a sleeper ID, you should be able to join. I don't know why it wouldn't let you click on it from the chat room. Brandon's going with Arch. It's not a Devi league, Brandon. Oh, all right. Well, I think we've waited long enough. We'll get you. We'll just get this fired up here. That's weird. That's frustrating. I don't know why it's not letting people join from the link here that I've dropped in the chat. I'll have to ask Sleeper about that because that's a little frustrating. All right, let's get this one started up. Okay. Actually, I'll drop it in the chat here. Maybe that will do it. Now, I mean, if you're in this, I'll put it down here. I don't know why that would make a difference. I don't know. I'll try it that way. Maybe you can join it that way, Cerberus. But okay, we're gonna get this one fired up. If we get done quick enough, we can always start another one. Oh wait, I'll wait here. See if. Okay, let's just get this fired up. I gotta claim my spot though. I'm gonna draft from right in the middle. We're gonna go with the 107. All right, let's get going. All right, it's all you, Brandon. Big tough question here up top. Okay, so I guess, yeah, I don't know how to set it so that I can manually make the other picks, but we're just going to let it go ahead and take the picks, have the computer make those picks, and we'll do our picks. This way we can probably get through a couple of these tonight. Because, well, the Birdman does have to work tomorrow morning, but I love to do this. All right. So, Carlos took Cam Ward. Now it's on me. And, okay. So, Luther Burden went right in front of me. Otherwise, I probably would have jumped on him. But that means that my second favorite running back is still out there, and that'd be Caleb Johnson from Iowa. The best. Ran with a lot of nice wide open lanes this year at Iowa. And he was the thumbnail. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's right, Carlos. Thank you. I could do that. I'll pause it. And if I do that. There we go. So I paused it. Now you could just type in who you want, Carlos, and I'll pick them for you. Yeah, Cam at the 104 is definitely debatable. I mean, obviously, if you need a quarterback, Cam is he's favored as the 101 if you look at Vegas right now, but Shadir, you could definitely do as well. So he's going to take Quinshon Judkins here. Good pick. Let me see here. No, couldn't do that. Here we go. I will set the player. There we go. All right. So now we're going to go back to all. And so we've got 3 QBs off the board: Cam Ward, Shadur, and Milroe. At this point in the draft so far, from what I've seen, I would think that that would be about right. Maybe Ewers or Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart is the one that possibly I could see being taken earlier if he does go earlier in the actual NFL draft. But otherwise, we're looking at, wide receivers after the big 4 in Tet, Travis Hunter, Burden, and Igbuka. Isaiah Bond and Trey Harris are very solid. I like Matthew Golden, who has been moving up. But I also want to look at the running backs here. Judkins, the top 5 running backs have been taken. So I'm probably going to go look at my tiers here. And we've had Warren Loveland taken at tight end. And I love Fannin. So I'm going to take Fannin for the computer. Let me see if I can do that. This is how we got to do it. Set it. There we go. It is a tight end premium, so I can see any of these three. I could see any of these three guys going, the tight ends, that is, possibly in the first round of the actual NFL draft. So draft capital will make a difference there on who gets picked first. Fantasy-wise, I think Tyler Warren definitely was the first one taken. That's who's the top-ranked guy right now. We're going to go wide receiver and go Matthew Golden. I've seen a lot of mocks slide him up into the first round right now, so I think that he's ranked a little low on Sleeper, so this should help pump his AP up, and now it is on me. So would have loved to grab Matthew Golden if he fell, but he didn't. And so I'm looking running back, as this is the very heavy laden running back class here. And this point, I would be looking at Dylan Sampson or Ollie Gordon. So I'm just going to go with Ollie Gordon. And let's do this here. There we go. I'm going to unpause it and just let the computer pick the next few. Here we go. Tez Johnson, Evan Stewart. I think Evan Stewart going back to school, though. So let me change that player. I'll throw Dylan Sampson in there. Sorry, Brandon, if that's who you wanted, but deal with it. Yes, it's Superflex, Carlos. Just not a strong quarterback class, that's all. So if you need quarterbacks, my advice right now is definitely to shop your picks. Quarterback is a position that is all league dependent, but if you're looking at picking a quarterback with one of your, say you have one of the top 6 picks in the draft this year, I personally would much rather have one of the veteran quarterbacks than Cam Ward or Shadir Sanders. That's just me personally, but if you're high on Shadur or Cam Ward, by all means, obviously you're going to get the youth factored in there. But like if you could get Brock Purdy or Dak Prescott or any quarterback in that range there, even Trevor Lawrence, all of those guys, I would feel much more comfortable unless I'm in a massive rebuild. What's wrong with grabbing Trevor Lawrence for the 104 or 105? The guy has proven that he can play at the NFL level. I just see that as a much better. Cerberus, I totally agree. Even if you like Sanders and Ward, I don't know that they're worth a top 6 pick. Put it this way: would you rather, Cerberus? Would you rather have Michael Penix or either of those dudes right now? Me, I'll take Penix. I've seen him do it, even if it was only for 3 games. All right, so back to me here, and Cavascatabo is still available, so I'm going to go ahead and jump on him. Restrepo just got taken right before me. I like him a lot too. I think he is. We're just going to do 4 rounds, just so you know, and then we could fire up another one. I think we'll be done here. We just got one more round, so let me slide this down. Move this draft board down. There we go. That's better. Yeah, we're just going to do 4 rounds. I think the majority of our rookie drafts go either 4 or 5 rounds, but for now, let's just do 4 rounds. We don't need to get too dirty and deep right now. You've got the 104 and a 10-teamer. Yeah, it's a tough pick right now. The 10-teamer quarterback isn't as deep, so keep that in mind, Carlos. I personally, in a 10-teamer, would probably be looking at Luther Burden or Amarian Hampton or Caleb Johnson right now. That's all I got to say. Unless you have a massive tight end premium, like it's a full point premium, then I'd look Tyler Warren. But for sure, I personally, in a 10-teamer, I'd be looking at running back first, probably Amarian Hampton or Caleb Johnson, and then Luther Burden. But at the 4, I think Tet will probably be gone. So, all right. So you went ahead and took DJ Giddens in the 4th. Man, if he falls to the 4th, that is steal. Yes. So I'm up, and I'm going to go back to the well, which, of course, is the running back well. And we'll see what guys they've got still sitting there. Woody Marks, I definitely would take. Rocket Sanders is sitting there. Man, these guys, they're ADPs. I'm going to take Woody Marks. I was just listening to Player Profiler on my way home from work. If you haven't checked them out, they're an awesome show with Theo. He was doing a mock with, all right, we'll end this one and start up another one. What do you think, guys? Want to start up another one? Brandon, you're here. Start another one. Let's do it. All right. Yes, you're ready? Okay, let me get out of this one, and I will click this one here. I gotta go back. Okay. Okay. Get out of this one. And I'll get another one fired up here in a second. Let me just get over to Sleeper here. And I'll start another one. Mock draft. Just get the settings set here quickly. I'll put the link in first, and then I'll do the settings for you guys. Okay. Okay, see if that works. If it doesn't work, try clicking on that, Brandon and Carlos. See if that works. Otherwise, I will put it back up on our league that both of you guys are in. Here you go. Carlos is in. Brandon, try and jump in. Let me get the settings set here. We're going to do linear, 2 quarterback, dynasty 2 quarterback. Rounds 2 minutes, rookie only. There we go. Okay. And we got Top Dog in there. All right. There we go. Sweet. Cerberus, you got in. There we go. Brandon, hopefully you can get in. Let me share it back in the let me share it back on the board in the league. See if anybody else can get in quick. Otherwise, we'll get this one fired up too. Okay, let me try and get it to you, Brandon, here. Give me a second. There we go. There you go, Brandon. Hopefully you can slide in by clicking on that. So, yes, your top dog. All right, Cerberus. Let me bring this mock draft up on the stream for y'all. There we go. There we are. Who do I got as a top wide receiver? I know Ted is mocked as his top, but a lot of guys with other game. Okay, so yes, the consensus definitely has Ted, and I do as well. For most of the offseason, I've had, or most of the season, put it that way, I've had Tet as my actual number one overall. Now, it was just recently that I moved Genty up to number one because it's just kind of silly at this point to keep Tet at number one just because of the consensus. Like, there's no way that I would actually have drafted Tet number one overall unless it's just a monster PPR. Like, I mean, it would have to, because Genty can catch the ball, so it's not really. The point is that I wouldn't have taken Tet at 101. I would have traded back. Would have tried to. Or just taken Genty and then looked elsewhere for a wide receiver help. So I have Tet number one. I really like Luther Burden, though, and I think that in the right situation, he could either be an alpha or he could be a great complementary number two somewhere. So he could be, at least at the Jordan Addison to T. Higgins type of a number two. Like, let's say T. Higgins doesn't re-sign in Cincinnati. Luther Burden can go. Oh, that's the first link, Brandon. All right, sorry. Luther Burden can go to Cincinnati and become T. Higgins, basically. Now, he's a different type of receiver. He's a little smaller, more of a power slot type. Now, Egbuka is definitely the power slot receiver. But here, I'm just trying to get Brandon in here. Here we go. Back to Burden versus Egbuka. Egbuka is, how would I put it, similar to Chris Godwin, right? And then Luther Burden, though, could move inside and out. Like if he went to Dallas at 12, which I've seen, I think Mel Kiper mocked him to Dallas at 12. Him and CD would be nuts as a combo to try and defend. Like, there's Brandon. He got in. He's going to take the 103 this time. All right, I'm going to move somewhere else this time too. I'm going to do, where is it? Oh, what happened? I just clicked off of it. All right, let me log back in, guys. Sorry. Here we go. Okay, here we go. I'm going to claim, so Top Dog, you went to the 9th pick. I'll go, well, I had a couple of leagues that I won, so I'll claim the 12. All right, fellas, ready to rock and roll here? Let me bring this up on the stream for everybody at home. There we go. All right, there we are. Let's get this fired up. All right. There we go. Tet went number one in this one. Interesting. Not saying that it's not going to happen, and who knows? Tet could blaze it up at the combine and run faster than the expected, like 4.5 that he should run ish. But keep in mind, Tet Profiles is more like Mike Evans. So Mike Evans didn't run a blatant 4 at the combine, and he still was picked 7th overall to Tampa. So when you're an alpha, you need to run 4.3 to, he's not, put it this way, he's not Calvin Johnson level of a prospect, but he is Mike Evans. So both Calvin Johnson and Mike Evans are Hall of Fame receivers. Calvin Johnson is better. As much as I love Mike Evans, I'm not going to say he's better than Calvin Johnson. Okay. So that's where I'm at on Tet. I don't know that he's going to, like, maybe he'll only be T. Higgins, right? But T. Higgins, if he didn't have Jamar Chase there, I think T. Higgins would be a top 10 wide receiver. So in Dynasty, hands down. He could easily be a top 10 next year, depending on where he ends up, right? So let's see here. We've got, let me get into the draft room. So, yeah, Caleb Johnson still will jump on at the 112. All right. Back to you, Brandon. You got Travis Hunter there. So I asked the question on Twitter. I want to see how the results end up. But do you think that your league should implement IDP points now so that everybody knows that Travis Hunter will get those extra points? I mean, now is the best time than ever to do it. This is fantasy football after all. And I've always been the one, if I'm a commissioner, I'm making sure that I add tackles to it so that your guy gets that 1 point when his quarterback throws an interception and he makes the tackle. Because for all you OBJ owners out there, you know how one of these ended was trying to make a tackle off of a pick. So just saying. I know that Travis Hunter is going to be one of the top corners wherever he goes. So if he's a top corner, top corners generally don't score that much in IDP leagues because they don't play that often, right? But it's still going to get a few tackles and a few picks. And if he scores 75 extra points, well, that's important, all right? We have no idea how much offense this guy's actually going to play. Is he only going to play 40% of the time? Is he going to play 75% of the time? Is he going to be out there every play on offense too? So that's the wild card with Travis Hunter. And I mean, it's all really league dependent because you could easily argue Travis Hunter is the most talented running back or wide receiver in this class. All right. So Dylan Sampson is still available there. Sorry guys, I am just picking running backs. There you go. I'll take Dylan Sampson. Dylan Sampson out of Tennessee. Tons of touchdowns this last year. And I mean, look at his numbers. He put up monster numbers in the SEC. Can't go wrong there. Cam Scatterbo I would have gone with easily. I think all those guys are going to be pushed higher up into the second round. Woody Marks still sitting down there. Rocket Sanders still sitting down there. All these guys I love. Damian Martinez got taken. He's going to be there at the Senior Bowl. So watch everybody this week. Senior Bowl, you'll get a lot of hype coming out of it. Cerberus, you're going to do it in your league. Good for you. I think that this is a time that you need to get with your commissioner and post it on your league message boards now, because you have to make that decision now whether you're going to implement those IDP points or not, so that everybody's well aware of it. Everybody's got a chance to trade up into the first so you can get Travis Hunter. But the point being, the dude's talented. We've never seen this before, so it's never really been an issue. But now it is. Like, the dude's going to be out there on the field, 90% of the time defensively, and we can safely say around 50% of the time offensively. He should be getting the points when he's on the field. That's my argument. Real simple. And if the league wants to go the other way, fine. I'm not going to have Travis Hunter on many teams, so just saying. So we got DJ Giddens, Woody Marks, and Raheem Sanders still sitting there. I'm going to go with Woody Marks. I would take any of them. Let's slide this up for you guys to be able to see. Here we go. All right. Yeah, wide receiver 2 or 3. In my league, we were discussing it. We're going to have a startup soon, and so we're going to be picking kickers for our rookie draft slots once we get the startup going. And so I brought it up tonight, and I made the comp to JMO. I see him kind of as Jamison Williams as a wide receiver. Could be better, could be less, but he's going to be somewhere around that, right? And he's kind of he might be as a kind of a gadget guy, but it depends what team drafts him. Like if the Giants draft him, they already have Malik Neighbors. If the Jaguars draft him, they have Brian Thomas. So he's not going to be relied on as much. But if he goes to the Raiders, well, the Raiders, he could be the wide receiver 1 there, and they're going to expect him to play more offense. So it's all team dependent. Who knows? The Titans might take him at the 101. How much do the Titans want to play him? The Titans might need him to play 100% of the time. All right, so let's see what we've got here. Let me get into the draft room here. There we go. Okay, so yes, I'm going to draft Rocket Sanders. Rocket Sanders is somebody who you can draft the 5th round if you want, Brandon. All right. Thanks, Carlos, for joining. Thanks for coming in. Have a good night, Carlos. We're gonna end this one soon. I'll let you go ahead and pick here in the 5th. If you know anybody, I know there's a lot of names you might not be familiar with here yet, and I don't know how deep your leagues go. A lot of leagues don't have a 5th round, but these are going to be, this is a range of the first rookies that are picked up on waivers. Some of these guys will be undrafted free agents. Just for everybody that's in here right now, I will be doing mock draft Mondays every week as much as possible. I'll be posting the links up in the leagues as well as on Twitter. If you hit the like and subscribe, click on that little bell. That will notify you of upcoming shows. So that will give you the opportunity to join all of our mock drafts coming up. I will have a couple of more shows this week. We'll always be talking something about the rookies this offseason. This is an exciting, different rookie running back class. Everybody's high on the running backs. And so that's the main position I am targeting. Let's see what we've got here. You grab Mullings. I like Mullings from Michigan. Nice solid back. Easily see Harbaugh going after him. Let's see here. Can I slide down? Let me look at the rest of the running backs here. I guess it doesn't want me taking a running back. Jaden Blue, I don't mind. Antoine Wells from Ole Miss. I like him. Who's there at quarterback? Not much. All right. We'll go Antoine Wells, and then we'll end this draft. Thank you guys very much for joining tonight. We're going to stop sharing there. Yeah, thank you guys for joining. Cerberus, good to see you. Don't think you've been in here before. If you click the like and subscribe, like I said, you'll be able to catch all my shows coming up in the future. We'll have a couple more out this week, at least, maybe 3. We'll see. I love doing mock drafts. I know you guys do that were in tonight. I know the audience loves seeing them. So everybody, be sure to throw your comments down if you don't like some of the picks that we made. If you're questioning some of them, why did we do this, whatever, go ahead. Add into the comments. It's great to have you join in that way too. So just keep in mind, we'll have more mock drafts coming up every Monday night for you in the future. And let me know if you've got any other questions. Please check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Birdhouse Dynasty Show. You can see my rookie rankings there. If you've got any other questions, go to Buy Me a Coffee, buymeacoffee.com/Birdhouse Dynasty Show, and ask them there. Otherwise, I really appreciate you guys joining tonight. Check us out later this week and have a great Monday evening. Remember, never stop working.